Now, contrary to popular belief, here in Australia, we don't actually have kangaroos just floating around everywhere. Now, unless you count the 2 kangaroos that are in my front yard, the 2 are in the backyard, and about the 6 that are up and down the street. Other than that, we don't have kangaroos just floating around. And the ones that we do have, they're the grey ones, not the red ones. This new Aussie comedy horror film is about the red kangaroos. These are the mean ones. These are the ones you don't want to mess with. These guys and drop bears, whew, don't want to mess with them. Anyway, let's check out this new Australian comedy horror called The Red. And I like this already.
What did you say?
Oh, Michael Biehn from The Terminator.
Evil.
Typical of Australia to get an international star for a horror film. We've got a long line of doing that, don't we?
All forms. It'll change you when you see it.
I love the sound of it.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Whatever did this is bloody strong. Tore him apart like nothing.
Is that Aaron Pedersen? It is too.
Looks like a bite wound.
Maybe it's a croc or a pack of dingoes.
Pack of dingoes. It's always a
There were
dingo.
tracks.
Dingoes only eat babies.
What is that?
It's just a... See the eyes? Look at him. Look at him. Look at the chest on him.
Massive room.
Oh yeah.
7 foot tall.
The CGI is a bit dodgy, but
Zombie.
otherwise.
Shit.
You say it's a zombie.
We
It
have
is
to do
too.
something.
What's your plan?
It is a zombie kangaroo.
I'm gonna blow the fucker's brains out.
Nice.
He's here!
Oh, this looks gold.
Come here, boy.
Oh yeah, we've got a good Aussie slasher coming up now. Look at this. Yes, please. Bring this on.
Did I skip?
That looks great. October 31. So not that long ago, 2.5 months away, we can go to the cinema in Australia, I hope, to watch this. We usually don't put, there's not usually a lot of Australian movies make the cinema at all. The last Australian horror movie I remember seeing in the cinema was Wolf Creek. That was just fantastic. But that looks really fun. Now, I'm not a big comedy horror fan, but I can appreciate the humor in this film, obviously being Australian. So I think this one's going to be right down my alley. Now, to address the elephant in the room, why there are no drop bears. Now, you've got to understand the whole idea, the mythical idea behind the drop bears. We don't make fun of them here. We don't. Hence, we don't make movies about them. Kangaroos, we're okay to make fun of, but the drop bears, you just don't mess with them. Don't mess with them at all. And if you come to Australia, keep your eyes up all the time, because it will drop and get you. The Red is about an obsessed with living up to her late father's legacy. A young sheriff in Australia, finds her metal tested when the locals are found ripped to shreds. We've got Michael Biehn. We like I said, we always need to have a foreign American in our horror movies to kind of sell them a bit more. So Michael Biehn takes that role in this one. We saw that with A Late Night with the Devil. The name of the guy escapes me, but there was a foreigner in that. And we just do that. That's just what we do to sell the movie to Americans, so that you guys can just feel a little bit more comfortable when you're getting your head ripped off by a kangaroo. Bring it on. It's October 31. I'm the Artie Danzy. Are watching Shockmania. Thank you for tuning into this video. I hope I've told you a little bit more about kangaroos and drop bears. And I'll catch you next time.